Growing up, our family was all about food. Every gathering, every party was about making dumplings or cooking scallion pancakes or eating a huge Chinese banquet.
There are a lot of different influences of what we'd eat growing up. Everything from like the most American snacks, that we'd find in the supermarket to having, rice, white rice on the table every night.
On an average lunch service, we might serve 200 or 250 customers in just under 3 hours. So it's basically nonstop, and it's kind of like at the beginning of service, you black out, and then you wake up at the end and you say, oh my God, we sold all this food, where did it all go?
If you interview everyone here, you'll get a sense that no one has real experience on the job in restaurants. Neither of us did. Only one of the Lee siblings did. We're all pretty much newbies, and that's been the case with every project that we take on.
It was pretty crazy. We weren't quite prepared for the amount of work that it takes to run a food truck.
We realized that we were paying a lot of money to rent kitchen space from our commissary, and as we started to grow our business, we were doing more caterings, we did our first ever food truck wedding. We realized that we really needed our own kitchen to work out of.
Our basement was turned into a place where they could preserve and cure meat, so we would have hams next to the washing machine and dryer that were hanging up. And they learned how to butcher a pig in my kitchen.
I went to a farmer's market in the South End and convinced one of the farmers there to deliver a whole pig to my mom's house. She was on vacation at the time, of course.
They covered the whole kitchen with plastic, and then they started butchering the cow. Pig. And they learned on YouTube how to do it.
I was like, you know what, food project, they're gonna handle it. I am so excited to go to Mei Mei now. I'm like, oh my God, I have to go. I was so angry.
I knew that some of the fanciest, most expensive restaurants in Boston were definitely doing a lot of stuff with local farms. But something that I was really interested in was asking, how affordable can we make local food? How much can we really democratize it? And can we serve amazing ingredients and pasture-raised meats at a price point that people can afford, on a more regular basis?
Irene, who's been part of vendor development, we call her the vendor developer, she has visited farms, and she actually has farmers sign affidavits saying that this is how they're going to grow their food, or this is how they're going to raise their animals or their produce, and she's worked on various farms to know what that all means.
When we first got to the space on Park Drive, we were really, really excited to have our own kitchen. And so I think for that reason, we were extra eager to make whatever space work for us. But as we looked around, we saw the upstairs and the downstairs and the parking lot in the back. We felt that it was the perfect location for our business to grow.
Let me know when it's a good time to be a huge asshole. I'll just be here.
Bosses like Irene and Mei and Andy, who I think are kind of visionary in that they look at the paradigm of the restaurant industry right now, and they don't see that as the limit that they have to adhere to. They can sort of overturn the standards and do things their own way, and that's very, very empowering to see. I know in the very beginning, when it was just the siblings and a couple of employees, we were given lots of responsibility, and we got to do kind of whatever we wanted to do that we thought was right. And so there was an immense amount of trust that the owners put in us, and I think that was very motivating and has continued to be a big part of why people find it enjoyable to work here.